Welcome everyone to the Honest Review. Today, regrettably, I have to share some sad news with you all. From the looks of the current situation and the information that we're getting from Sony, it does not look like we are all going to be able to get our hands on the PlayStation 5 upon release. Here recently, Sony started sending out pre-order applications for the PlayStation 5, giving their most dedicated PlayStation members an opportunity to reserve a PlayStation 5 upon release. But before we go any deeper into this console controversy, I have to thank IntoTheAm for making this video possible. No joke, I have purchased hundreds of dollars worth of IntoTheAm shirts before they ever reached out to me for this opportunity. I wanted shirts with an athletic fit and feel, light, soft, breathable, and most importantly, a clean look. And I found that in their graphic and colored tees. In case you guys haven't noticed, for the past 10 or so videos, I've been rocking IntoTheAm shirts. I love their style on all of their graphic tees, and the 60/40 cotton poly blended shirts are literally the most comfortable shirts I've ever owned. They're definitely my go-to. They don't shrink, they're soft, and they breathe really well. Click the link in the description below and use code BEAR to get 10% off of your IntoTheAm order today. Now, to me, there's only a few ways that you could interpret Sony's actions by sending out this pre-order application. One, and what most people will probably say that they're doing, is they're trying to get projected sales numbers. They're seeing how many people are actually ready to upgrade from the PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 when it drops, which is kind of awkward because you send out this pre-order application, but nobody knows how much the console's actually gonna cost yet. And this leads us to our second point of view, that Sony may be moving towards a lean production strategy for the PlayStation 5. I've been working in heavy manufacturing and production on a lean production strategy for years now. So what this means is that we get exactly the amount of materials that we need from our various distributors to make just the desired quantity of product for our customers. So a lean production strategy saves the actual manufacturer quite a bit of money because they don't have a bunch of bulk materials sitting around. They got exactly how much they needed from their various distributors to make what they felt like the demand for their product was going to be for their consumers. But what this would mean for us as consumers would be that there's not going to be a bunch of excess PlayStation 5s laying around waiting to get bought. They're probably going to sell out. And I feel like it's really important to mention that Sony already did this with the PlayStation 4 back button attachment. I mean, that thing sold out everywhere. It didn't matter, like Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, it was sold out. You weren't finding it in retail stores. People figured out that they weren't going to be producing more PlayStation 4 back button attachments. And then they bought them up and started reselling them on eBay. And you can still to this day find PlayStation 4 back button attachments running for 130 to 150 bucks. At the end of the day, Sony did exactly what they set out to do. They designed an awesome product for their console and they sold out everywhere. So that's a big win for them. I'm fearful that the PlayStation 5 release is going to be similar to the back button attachment. It's going to sell out everywhere. And that might be why Sony is making sure, trying to guarantee that they can give their most dedicated PlayStation members a chance to get a PlayStation 5 locked down upon release. And they're also cutting out the middleman. Because if Sony sends out these pre-order applications, you say, yes, I definitely want one. You fill out that application. You finally figure out what the price is going to be. You pay it and you get it. You just essentially cut out any and all retailers. You killed the middleman entirely. And in another sense, they're also guaranteeing that people who go through that pre-order application process are gonna end up having to buy a marked up PlayStation 5. They'll be able to get it at a retail price. Given Sony's actions with this pre-order application and the current state of the economy being what it is, I'm pretty confident in saying that there's only gonna be so many PlayStation 5s available upon release. And I'm really not surprised because both Microsoft and Sony are going to be losing money on these next-gen consoles. They're going to be making most of their profit on the games themselves and the add-ons. The system itself, though, will be losing money upon release. So the most important thing for them is getting people locked into their family, getting people to actually get your console, which is why the prices for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are not released yet. And it's September. What? So if you had to ask me what I think the PlayStation 5 is going to be releasing at price-wise, I'd have to say that it's going to be $499. $500. And the digital only edition that doesn't use any discs, that's probably gonna run you $399. So $400. And I don't see it going any lower than that unless Sony plays hardball with Microsoft, which they have done before. Sony will wait for Microsoft to announce price and then they will undercut them by 50 bucks just because they want people in their family, in their ecosystem, and they will lose money to do it. And I feel like this go around, Microsoft and Sony are gonna be playing hardball. I say that because we're having to see consoles step up to maintain performance for the big brand titles that are being released for those respective consoles. We're talking about games like Call of Duty Warzone, Apex Legends, Fortnite. These big time battle royale games don't exactly run super smooth on the current consoles. And if you go ahead and imagine what the future games are gonna be like coming out, these consoles have to be way more powerful to maintain a smooth user experience. So in order for Microsoft and Sony to do that, to be ready for future games that are gonna be dropping, they had to build consoles that they're gonna make little to no money on the initial sales. And the reason that both of these companies are willing to take a hit and lose money on these sales is because they don't wanna mark up these consoles to $600 or $700, because at that point, the user might as well go ahead and buy a PC. That's facts. On to some other news. We did get an update as to the PlayStation 5's backwards compatibility. Essentially, all of your PlayStation 4 games are gonna be working on the PlayStation 5, but PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 games will not be working on the PlayStation 5. That was definitely a big disappointment. Xbox did follow suit with a string of information stating that the Xbox Series X is going to be fully backwards compatible, so that's definitely a big win for Microsoft. Sony did just make a pretty big announcement stating that some of their exclusive games are going to be coming to PC, and I think they finally woke up and realized that they've just been missing money because Xbox has been on this for the longest. If you could play it on Xbox, you can 99.9999% chance get it on PC. So bringing some of their exclusive games into the PC gaming world is definitely gonna generate some revenue. Right now, if you haven't already, put your thoughts on the topics that we've covered today down in the comment section below, because I'm really worried that the PlayStation 5 is gonna be sold out when it releases. So if you're not ready, if you haven't pre-ordered, definitely pre-order. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the content. It is greatly appreciated. Notification Squad, you guys are the GOATs. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Peace.